Hey everyone, welcome back to Trackday Manager. Yep, we're still trying to get the monies because I have a lot of money. I'm loaded, and we have a lot of stars as well. But you can run out of stars quickly just by spending this much and see and that and yeah. So we need a lot more stars. We need a lot more money to hopefully upgrade my Raptor to the very end. I think that's like Raptor GT3 or something. It's Raptor Club. It's the fastest Raptor you can get, and I have always wanted to know what a Raptor like that would be like, because I have no idea. And then eventually, let's see, what do I want to start on? Soft or hard? I think I'm going to start on hard, actually. And then what I want to do eventually is, I say a test, but I just want to see, because the Raptor I have here is sort of balanced. It's got a sort of balanced build. It has a little bit of fuel efficiency. It's not mostly power. It has a decent balance of fuel efficiency and power and or aerodynamics. So cornering, top speed, kind of a all-around build. And so what I want to do is buy 2 more Raptors so that I can do a full economy build, see what the results are with that, and then do a full power build and see what the results are with that. Because I want to know, because I'm curious, because you have those upgrades available to you. But I've never seen a video. I mean, to be fair, this game didn't last that long in the first place, but I don't think I've ever seen a video or seen anyone go with a full economy or full power build for any car. So I want to see what that's like. I want to know. So that's what we're doing with the series. That's why we play Trackday Manager, even though I just enjoy it. It's kind of I say it's a chill game. It's not chill. Okay, this game is not chill. If you like strategy games, not unconventional strategy games, let me say that, which this is not chill. And the reason why is because it's you against the AI, and that would sound normally not difficult, but if you have a car like mine that's not fully upgraded, strategy matters. You're not whooping any AI if you don't have full upgrades. You actually have to strategize, plan your pit stops, how much fuel do you want, all that stuff. You gotta plan with the weather. Yeah. Also, I just realized that this wasn't a full race, and that I was not going as fast as I should have been. No, that's okay. That's not bad. I forgot it was qualified, but yeah. Because especially when it comes to the weather, right? Because then you have to change your tire. I don't know if the heat, if it being 26 degrees Celsius, has an actual effect on the softs. I know that softs don't do that well in cold temperatures, but I don't know how well this game takes that into account. What I do know, the only thing I know, is that when it rains, you're going from this or that well, I say immediately. You have to plan when you're going to go onto the wets, because you actually don't immediately go onto the wets. Because when it says in the bottom right that it's going to rain, what it means is, hey, it's going to rain in maybe either in the next 2 laps or the next 4 laps, which basically means it's either going to rain in the next minute and a half or in the next 3. And you have to plan that, because you can't just go immediately into the pits the minute it says, oh, hey, it's going to rain. Because you're going to go into the pits, you're going to change into your wet tires, and you're going to come back onto a track that is dry. The rain hasn't happened yet, and the wet tires are going to overheat immediately. So you can't do that. You have to wait. But you have to strategize. You have to plan that, because if you wait too long, then you're going to be on a wet track with hards or softs, which means you're dead. It's open season for you, basically. You're going to die. You're going to get mauled by everything and everyone. So you have to push it just far enough. You have to push your stop just far enough so that you don't get caught out with overheated wet tires, but not push it so far that you have completely soaked hard or soft tires that are absolutely useless. So the weather component in this game, as far as how it affects strategy, is actually really good. It's actually really, really challenging, and I like that. Let's catch up to this forehead. Get back here. Come on, flat out. Keep up! You're losing him in the corners, you forehead! But yeah, so as far as the weather component and how it affects your strategy in this game, as far as that whole dynamic is, it's actually really good. It's really, really good, because it can get a little stressy. Especially on longer tracks like this, you have to take into account, okay, how long does it take to complete a lap? If it does rain in the next minute or the handful of seconds or whatever, can I get close to the pits so that I'm not at, I don't know, this section of the track when it starts raining and I have that much track to go, before I can swap. Because if you're here and it starts raining and you have this much track to go, you're in real danger. You are in serious trouble. So we're at lap 3, which isn't bad. We've used a bit of fuel. We have 50, oh my god, 50 something percent. Yikes. Well, we're in 4th, and we've got a 2-second gap, which is pretty good. Okay, 50, 53, that's a little more than us. 54, it's a lot more than us. Jesus. We're right there with Levox Motorsport for low fuel, but we have better tires. So what we need to do is stop using the ECU, save up on fuel, because that's our biggest problem right now. It's not the tires, because look at that. More fuel and on hards, and look at the condition of our hards. They're good. So considering we have a fairly decent gap to the people behind, apparently a 3-second gap, let's just chill. Let's just chillax until things start getting bad. Either we run out of fuel or our tires are completely kaput. But I was talking about the weather component when it comes to pitch strategy. There is another component that you have to consider, and that is when the AI pits. Now, what I like to do, and it's served me mostly well, like 70% well, 30% not well. What I like to do is pit 1 lap after, because depending on the length of the track, you can almost get an entire lap done before anyone else exits the pit. That is an entire lap buffer for you to get your pitting done, get out, and then hopefully you keep your place. But that strategy can be a little risky. I think it's been a long time, but I think it's really risky, especially if you... Why are you slow, Levox? Why were you slow into that? I mean, you have... you have softs. Yeah, you hurting. But I think that strategy is really, really risky at the very beginning of the game where you don't have any money, you can hardly afford upgrades, because the time it takes to change out the tires isn't that bad. But the time it takes to fuel up at the beginning stages of the game is awful. It is atrocious. I wanna keep going, but I don't think we have the fuel. So we're gonna pit. I said pit, you idiot! Oh my god! I told them to pit too late! Please tell me we have the fuel. Please tell me we have the fuel. Okay, I'll get to that in a second, but what I was going to say was, especially in the beginning stages of the game, it takes forever to refuel. Like, it's atrocious. It's horrendous. And that one drawback of that strategy, because of how long it takes to fuel up, can wreck your position once the AI come back around. So you have to be really, really careful with that strategy. Or, you could be an idiot like me and decide to pit way, way too late. And so you're effectively running on fumes on a long track, because we still have this to go before you make it into the pit. And the thing is, you can't push, because if I turn the ECU on, use my curves, or go to, what do they call it, overload or some crap? Yeah, overload. We're going to run out of fuel like that. So I can't even get away from these foreheads. Because if I try to get away, then I won't be able to get away the next. I told you to pit! I literally selected pit! I told you to pit! What was that? Okay, was that a glitch? Guys, you saw that. I selected it. Why did you not pit, you moron? You colossal muppet. I've never seen that before. That's never happened to me. I've had it where I ask him to pit too late, and then he can't go into pit lane, and so he has to do another lap. I've had that. I've never had it where this idiot misses pit lane by a country mile after I had already told him the lap before to go into pit lane so I could top him up. What the hell? What an idiot. And now what? Do I have to wait for the race to end? Can I like speed it up or something? Like, what is this? That's so I guess I'll see y'all in the next race, and hopefully stupid Sam over here doesn't miss the goddamn pit exit. Alright, y'all, we back from that bull crap. What happened? What happened there? Like, come on. I told my moron of a driver to pit. And what did he do? The exact opposite. Twice. Disobeyed a direct order twice. Why? I can't believe it. That's never happened. That has never, ever happened. I can't believe that. Let's see. Let's hope this race goes better, though. I don't think it'll go as bad. Although, to be fair, I did make the potentially dumb decision to start on softs, but I want to. I don't know. Part of me is like, okay, make a big lead, change it to hards, and then power through for the rest of the race. But I don't know. We'll have to see because I don't know how long the softs are going to last. They might. Actually, I don't know how long the softs are going to last in relation to the gas because it's. Something's got to give first. Something's got to give. Either I'm going to run out of fuel and we'll have to stop, even though the tires are good, or the tires are going to be bad and I have just about enough fuel and I'll have to stop for the tires. I don't know. But I'd rather it be tires than fuel. Because fuel would be very premature, whereas tires, they ran their course. They ran their course as intended, so. Ooh, getting a little squirrely. But yeah, if my man does that again, if my driver does that again, disobeys a direct order twice, doesn't pit twice, leaves the car and the team stranded. Stranded. He gonna be looking for a job real soon. And I will make sure that all the teams you see on the list on the left side there know of his disobedience. Can't get a job. You will have to go to a different racing series. You will never live it down. It's going okay so far. We've got a few, I guess, goal record things on the corner there, or in the corner there, so that's good. Still using a little more fuel, but I'm not surprised. That's in some part thanks to the ECU. It's not on, but it is still more aggressive. I'm thinking we might have to stop at like lap 6. I don't know. Well, I say stop. What I mean is pit. Rear tires are looking a little worse for wear. We should have enough fuel though to get to lap 6, probably even lap 8, which would be ideal. I don't know, because I don't want to turn the ECU on, and again, use too much fuel. And then have to stop prematurely because of that lack of fuel when the tires are good. But at the same time, look at the left rear. That one's kind of going. And it's going pretty quickly, so I don't know, we should have enough fuel for at least 2 more laps, but I'd rather make it 3. Let's get to the first sector right here, and then I'll turn the ECU on. Because at least then we'll have gotten a little bit far. Well, I say that. We'll have gotten into the first sector of lap 5. That'll be a good start. See, because we're already at half our fuel. And that's, again, without the ECU on. That's why everyone's pitting. Okay, we're going to turn the ECU on. Yep. And then we're going to immediately pit. And Sir Moron, you better pit! So we made it 6 laps. More than enough fuel. So, we'll refuel again. We're going to swap onto the hards. And then we're going to leave Sir Mans out. And he'll hopefully be able to make it entirely on hard tires without having to swap, and he should have more than enough fuel. I mean, look at that. 30-something%. It'll be close on fuel, but it should be enough. Okay. You also have to be really careful with this, because you can't just immediately go launch once the tires are good, because if you do that, you'll launch before the fuel is ready. You gotta be careful of that. Okay. So we're losing a few places, but they'll likely have to change. Yeah, you see, they don't have any fuel. No fuel, some fuel, some fuel. They probably won't make it to the 12th lap, though. This is why I pitted the way that I did. That 1 lap after the AI strategy. And so again, what I'm going to do is leave it. We had 39%, 38% of our fuel left, roughly on this lap. I mean, we didn't make it past the finish line, so it would probably be more like 37, 36%. But either way, that's more than enough. And if the hard tires are as durable and as long-lasting as I think they are, we'll be good on the tire front as well. Hell, we might even, on lap 10 or 11, be able to activate the ECU, get a little more speed to try and catch up and or keep our lead, assuming we get a lead. Here we go. Yeah. All right, they're pitting. Should move up to positions. Yep. Top 5. Good. They're really low on fuel. They are not making it. See, they use their ECU in the overload, so it seems to me what TrackdayManager.com is trying to do is get. Oh my god, are you joking? When did this crap happen? I shouldn't even refuel up to 100, but it doesn't even matter. So what I was going to say though was that it seems like they're trying to get ahead as much as possible so that when they pit, as far, people as far back as I am don't catch up to them, but we would anyway. But now we have the, god dang it, now we have the problem. Oh wait, are most of these people, okay, the people at the far back are on wets. How, okay, so Moto, Gate Bill, Curse. Okay, so the people at the very back, they're the ones on wets. Hopefully we can change onto the, okay, good, onto the wets. I was about to say, you better say wet. I swear to God if you say anything other than wet. Okay, what I was going to say was hopefully we had enough of a gap so we don't lose out too much, but I don't think that's the case. Crud. Now the people at the very bottom are at the very front. However, we don't have as many laps left, and we refueled, so we could be a lot more aggressive here. Which is exactly what I'm going to do. Have my guy be hella aggressive, because we have got to catch up. At least get within top 5 after that shamble of a first race. Really? Come on. Let's at least get some usage out of these wet tires before the weather farting changes again. I mean, to be fair though, it won't get immediately dry either, so we can still run on the wets for a little while. I guess the motivation there then would be get as far as you can on the wets, so that when the weather does inevitably change, because it won't dry out instantly, the AI predictably will immediately pit incorrectly, and the track will just be wet enough for us to finish without the tires overheating. That's the hope. But we've really got to push in order to make that happen. I forgot I had that open. Come on now. We're in the top 5, so that's good. It's a good start for our march up the order. I really want to get past road sports. At least if we're 4th, I can live with that. Because I don't think the weather's going to change in time for the AI to pit last minute. And we've got more than enough fuel to keep pushing like I am. Come on. Come on, catch up to that Bentley. You can do it. Come on. You're overloaded, farthead. Stop being stupid. Okay, we're going to wait. We're going to wait inside. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Do it to him, Famsky. Nice. Good overtake. There's a huge... Oh, wow. We are 4 seconds behind Shell Helix. I don't think we're catching them. We've got 2 laps. Okay, the weather is changing now. It should take about a lap and a quarter for the track conditions to change from wet to dry. So we should be able to get this next lap in before the track dries out. Yep, they're pitting right now. Whether we'll be able to get the very last lap in, whether we'll be able to get the 12th lap in before the track dries out and have enough of a gap to the cars behind so that we don't get caught up, I don't know. But we're going to have to push no matter what. I'm going to have to force you into that braking zone to brake late. Good. See, everyone is pitted, and they pitted too early. And as you can see from the wet trails here, from the... I say wet trails, ugh. But for lack of a better word, the wet trails from the water, from the... whatever, okay? As you can see here, the track is still wet. And very wet at that. Who is behind? Okay, they're on softs. They're catching me. No, they're not. But they might on this very next lap because the track is probably going to dry out. And I have 26% fuel. Way too much. See, look at how slow they are. Track hasn't dried out yet. That's why they were that slow. At least here, with the fuel being as low as it is, the car might be a bit faster. But I don't know if this game takes weight of the fuel into account like that. Alright, we're gonna try to go up the inside. I don't know if my driver's gonna be brave enough. Oh, yeah! And there we go, in first. And the track has just about dried out. Person behind, they must be really far behind. And I've got more fuel. That is how you do strategy in Trackday Manager. Woo! Let's go. Let's go, let's go. That is how you do it. From dead last because my driver was a moron to first. Woo! And now for the final race. It's an oval. It's already starting off as wet. Yay! And it's 28 laps. Now, I think that, if I remember correctly, the strategy isn't a 2-stop strategy. That's not it. I think the strategy is 3-stop. Try to keep up with the top group. Ideally top 5, but I never normally do well here. So, let's say, I don't know, top 7. If we can be up there, I'd be good with that. Yep. All the way up the inside. Yerp. Don't overheat the car too much. You can get away with a little bit. There we go. From last to 7th in one expert move. We're going to go up the inside again. I'm on wet tires, right? Yeah. Got to use a little bit of fuel. I'd rather not use so much fuel early on like this, but got to stay near the top. Now, what I'm not going to do is I want to turn the ECU on, don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to, because I don't know how long the weather is going to stay like this. And again, I do not want to have to pit because of fuel. I want to pit because of tires. Let's go, ECU. Use my curves a little bit, try to catch up. Go up the inside. We're not going to be in 8th. We have to be 7th. Alright. We're probably not going to keep it, annoyingly. But stay up the inside. Yep. Yeah! Whoa! 3 times overtake. Love to see it. And we're in 3rd. Woo! Okay, weather hasn't changed. We're at 61% fuel. Rapidly declining. Oh, there it is. Alright, I'm going to leave the ECU on. Probably going to change, considering how short the laps are, change in 3 to 6 laps. I think I actually just remember my strategy. It was be fast for the first 2 stops, and then when it gets to the end, was it get to the end be slow? I think it was actually at the beginning. Try to stretch out your stops as much as possible at the beginning, and then take one fast one on lap 24 or 25, get your softs on, and then make up whatever time you lost. I think that was it. Come on. Come on, you're wasting a lot of time here. Letting the car overheat for no reason. There we go. Weather hasn't changed yet. 32% fuel. I'm not a fan of that. Come on, keep your speed up. Go around the outside. Oh, crap. I'm boxed in. I'm going to have to let him pass. I don't want to overheat the car, and I can't use more fuel than necessary. There you go. Keep going. Okay, gotta be careful. 155 degrees Celsius. That was about as far as I was willing to go. Okay, now we gotta turn it off. I want my speed, but we have low fuel and the weather hasn't changed yet, and I really don't want to change before the weather does. Track is still wet. Because if you change too early, the tires aren't going to be good for the weather, and you're just going to be horribly slow and dumped all the way to the back. Ah, crap. But we're only going to get another lap at best. We're going to have to go into the hards, suffer greatly, but suffer the wet track while on hards until it dries out. That's the best we can hope for right now. realistically. And 2%, no, 3% fuel. It should be 2 soon. By the time we pull into here. Oh, good. Everyone's pitting, except for like 3 cars, probably. Okay, the sun came out a little bit. Double check. Because sometimes, with it being pre-selected, it doesn't always go to the right tire. It's not guaranteed, so you have to absolutely make sure by selecting it. Just to guarantee the game chooses the right tire. Let's go all the way in, actually, so you guys can get a car's eye view of the track. See, there's the sun. You can still see the wetness of the racing surface, which is annoying and completely unhelpful. Sooner or later, the driver's likely to complain and say, oh, hey, look, the track is not dry enough for these tires, slipping and sliding everywhere. Like I'm juicing ice skating or something. And all I'm going to have to say to that is cope. Deal with it. Okay. Car tailgating us. That Audi distance backed off, which is nice. Let's back out for a second. I want to see if the track is actually... Yeah, it's still a little wet, but could be worse. So again, what we're going to do now is not turn the ECU on. We're just going to let my driver do his thing. We're in it for the long haul until at least lap 24. Then we're going to put on softs. Maybe lap 23, although I'd rather not because I don't think the softs can last that long on this track. 4 laps at most. But yeah, once we get to lap 24, put on the softs and then hunt everyone down. But for now, just going to keep things icy cool. So, as it turns out, it just started raining out of literally nowhere. Oh my god, and they went onto the wets, you farthead. Ah, I don't even know how many laps I was going. So now we have 7 laps to do on wets. And what that means, especially because it seems like I'm very late to the game, how many people have wets? Juicing everyone! Yeah, because I'm late to the game, we're going to have to turn the ECU on and get ready to unleash hell on everyone as best we can. Because it just started raining out of nowhere! Ugh, and now we've only got 6 laps. Yeesh! 6th? Okay, that's not awful. It's not great, but it could be worse. Why? I hate you so much. Let's go. Let's get caught up to this group and then try and overtake. Come on. Let's go. Get it done. Right up the inside. Yeah. Turn it off! We were well past the overtake, so I don't know why you didn't auto turn it off, game. Alright, so we're in 6th. Not bad. We are 5 seconds behind the guy in 5th. Which is also not good. The problem is the weather's going to change soon. I mean, the track won't immediately dry out, but we've got to get as many laps in as we can. So that we don't have to change again. And or so we can leapfrog everyone ahead of us if they do change. Assuming the weather changes soon enough. We did use a hell of a lot of fuel just now, though. Woohoo! Nope. Keep your speed up. Keep your speed up through the corner. In fact, keep accelerating. Let's go. We're 2 seconds behind now. Just under 3, actually. Some people are pitting already. That's good for us. But now we have 2 laps to catch the guy that is ahead. Not good. Build up the speed. Build up the speed. Come on. We're only going to have a lap for this. I can see them. I can smell them. Come on. Come on. I can see their trails. Come on. All right. Just keep it. Get a little close. Here we go. Here we go. Up the inside. Are we moving up? Track manager, Valvoline, don't know who the fart you're for. Up the inside. Right now. Right now. Get out of the juicing way. Whoo! 4th. What a recovery drive. Jesus, again, I don't even know how long it had been raining for. Woohoo! Yikes. But 3rd, I will take that. Thank you very much. That is what we needed. Let's see, how did we do? I think we had the highest top speed. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Love to see it. All right, 15. Yeah. 40. Ah, we didn't beat the top speed. Are we third? God dang it. Well, that's not bad. That is really not bad, especially for how awful the first race was. For how awful that was, we really came back rather nicely. So, could be a lot worse. And to go back to that upgrade I was talking about, I think it's the body. Yeah, what I want is Raptor Enthusiast. That's what I'm trying to get, and I have no idea how to unlock it. Not a clue, but I'm trying to do it. I don't know what else I need to get. I mean, I've pretty much got all the top upgrades except for the body. So, and if I don't have all the top upgrades, I can buy them. I can totally afford them. But, yeah. Maybe I should upgrade the... Let's see. Where is it? I don't know... Because I know you can upgrade where your garage... Or upgrade the garage itself. Maybe that's what you need to do? Let's see, let's see. Again, I know you can upgrade it from where we currently are to something greater, but I don't know how to... How do you do that? Okay, that's that, yeah. Garage stuff. There you go. Oh! We're actually really, really close now. Okay. Oh, we're not that close, but that's not too bad. So, you know what? We're going to work for that. That's what we'll try to get to, but that's going to take a lot of episodes and a lot of racing. And we are well over the time limit, so I will just thank you all for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, share, and consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, hey, I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Please make sure you hit the little notification bell and then all notifications, that way you're notified every time I upload. I will see you all next time in the next Trackday Manager video.